Hey everybody, it is my sincere pleasure to introduce a man who, as it turns out, has been following Zennie 62 media content for quite some time. Thank you very much, sir.
How are
And
you doing?
outstanding Pastor Fabian Robinson. It's an honor to have you here, sir. He was an
How are you doing?
Oakland City
Great.
Council at-large candidate. I am blessed to have you, sir. Thank you so much.
How are you doing? I am so happy to be here today. Like I say, I always follow your show. I
Thank you.
love your show. And one thing about it, you get right to the point and you don't take no bull. Like some people say, hey, why do this? And you just hit them with, no, I don't feel the same way. And you do a little laugh. And you let it, then they change their conversation. But you are an excellent interviewer. I love you. And one thing I love you about, I can say some things that some people just wouldn't know. I can say a dirty burger. Where a dirty burger come from?
Dirty Bird, you say?
Yeah, dirty burger. That come from Quick Waves. That's an Oakland thing.
Oh, you know
You
what? Honestly, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And
right here. I had no idea.
now, dirty burger come from Quick Waves. And it's just certain Oakland talk that we know when you're from Oakland. And I'm
Now,
born and raised on Seminary.
I don't want to violate my own rule because I don't want to talk more than you, so I'm being very careful not to talk too much. But every time I think of Quick Way, I just got to say this.
Uh-huh.
As an Oaklander since April 8th of 74 when I was 12 years old, Quick Way was famous for someone finding a cooked dead mouse.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. I repeat, Quick Way near the corner of Lake Park and Waller at the Grand Lake Theater.
Yeah.
On Lake Park and Grand.
Wow.
For someone finding a cooked dead mouse.
Wow. Well, let's do another one. How about Flint's barbecue?
Yeah.
You can get no better than Flint's barbecue. Well, let's go Flint's barbecue.
Yeah, I like Flint's, but I like Everett and Jones.
Yeah. I'm Everett and Jones guy now, but when Flint's was going, could nobody beat Flint's. Flint's was right on 69th, right by Lockwood, the school I went to, my elementary school. Yeah. All day we could smell the barbecue. I mean, and the barbecue was tender and it was good.
Yeah, believe it or not, we went there once, and because it's 69th, and we came here, we wound up at 35th and Allendale.
And
I went to Allendale Elementary. So we never got down that way. The places we would go to when we went out to eat, right? Were more like my mom worked in San Francisco for United Airlines. And so we wound up eating around there. We got a lot of the standard Italian restaurant food and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, well, I can tell you what. Everett and Jones is a part of this Oakland community. We got the best restaurants in the whole world.
Yeah.
And I'm not just saying that to say it. If you go to Oakland, you just go down and get a bite of the food. I don't care. We got Ethiopian food. We got American food, Italian food. We got so many foods. And I believe we should support Oakland. We got to support Oakland.
Hey, tell my viewers about you because you have this great long bio, which I'm not asking you necessarily to read because it takes a while.
No. I ain't got no paper. Me, born and raised in Oakland, California. Came from my mom and dad. Both my grandparents both came from Mississippi. One came from Jackson, and the other one from Liberty. Yes. And somewhere my mom and dad hooked up, and had 4 kids. Five. I grew up on Seminary. That's a rough street where many people don't make it. But thank God that we all did good. My oldest brother was a lieutenant at San Quentin, Sam Robinson. Anybody like ear hustle? Lieutenant Sam Robinson, that's my brother. My next brother, Walter Robinson, he's like the safety coordinator for the International Labor Union. Did good. My next brother, Bishop Marcel Robinson, he's a bishop over several different churches. Did good. My youngest brother, he a stockbroker, Jeremiah Robinson, and he does good, And we all came from the same place of seminary in some way, by the grace of God, and by going to school and by learning and by staying away from the streets and rap music, hey, guess what? We all are successful people. And that's a family. And that's a family thing. That's a family thing. And let me let you know a little bit, another thing. You know, in Oakland, people need jobs. So I was thinking, like, how could I help people get jobs? You know, and so what I did, I got me a guard card coordinator named Clark Bauer, and we gave out over 1,500 guard cards. People talking about giving jobs. They had a lot of women that was on welfare, came and got their guard cards, and guess what? They not on welfare no more. And guess how much? Wait, guess how much money the city gave me? Guess how much money the city gave me? Not $1.
Wow.
Not $1. Hold on. It was all the way around the corner on San Pablo, and the city wouldn't give me $1. And when I'm saying, and I'm bringing jobs to the city, but you know what? That would happen to pastors all the time. That happens to pastors all the time. We bring jobs, we preach funerals, and everything we do because that's our job. But guess what?
What kind of card? You had a term for it that went over my head.
Guard card for the work as a security guard.
Oh, guard.
State of California. Yeah, for the work as a security guard in the state of California, you got to have a guard card. And we gave out over 1,500 guard cards for free.
Wow.
For free. And like I say, Oakland got to get better with helping people with jobs. You know, and that is a part of the crime problem. We can add later, but that's part of the crime problem. Oakland needs to do the step like when Gavin Newsom did with gay marriage. He took a big step. Oakland need to take a bold step of let's hire felons. Let's take a bold step. Felons need to work. You're gonna tell me this guy who was a drug dealer, who's making probably $1,000 a day. He gets out of jail. He comes home, and guess what? You're saying, well, you can't work because you got a bad record. Guess what? Where he going? He going right back to the streets. When he came home, he had a mind to change. But if you can't get a job making no money, them guys ain't going back to being no tents. They going straight back to the streets. So what we gotta do? We gotta get jobs. And what I say is union jobs. Because when you have a union job, guess what? You got a pension. So we need jobs.
Hey, somehow you're
Yeah, but Oakland need jobs.
Hey, so what was the aha moment where you said, you know what? I'm going to throw my hat in the ring. I'm going to file, pay the fees, run for Oakland City Council at large. Where's the moment you said, all right?
Let me tell you what happened. I was at a police event where it was parents who had lost children. I had Mandiza Leachman there. Brenda Grisham was there.
Oh yeah, great lady.
And Cassandra Madison. They all was there.
Great lady.
And they had a lieutenant. And the lieutenant said, so the lieutenant said, yeah, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, and we're gonna do this. And then I saw the cops go to the back and start laughing.
What?
No. They wasn't laughing like with a conversation. They wasn't laughing at people dying, but you know, and it kind of pissed me off. It kind of pissed me off because I'm saying, why are these people laughing? You know, like these people are crying. You know, they got tears coming down their eyes.
Right.
And these people laughing and stuff. So what happened was,
well, what year was this, by the way, when this happened?
No, it was just 2 years ago.
Okay.
2 years ago. So then I said, Lieutenant, let me ask you a question. I say, do you know this family? No. You know this family? No. You know that family? No. Well, I said, well, you ain't doing your job. I said, how are you the homicide detective? And then you don't know none of the families. You're not doing your job.
And you're laughing.
Yeah, they're laughing. So then he said, oh no. I said, you over here telling people I'm gonna do something to help you, but you don't know nobody. How the heck you gonna help somebody if you don't know nobody? You know, and it pissed me off. You know, I found out as much protesting as I was doing that you don't have no power. Just screaming. You got to have somebody that got power in the game.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, somebody got power in the game.
So you decided to make yourself the power.
Yeah. I decided to make myself the power because you know what? It's a problem. It's a problem with politicians. I hate politicians. And the reason why I hate politicians, you know why? Because they go with whatever their friends say. I'm a fighter, not a politician. I'm a rebel, not a politician. You can see Oakland. Oakland lost the A's. Guess why? Because of politicians. Oakland lost the Raiders. Why? Because of politicians. Oakland lost the Warriors. Why? Because of they had politicians that didn't get mad that championship Golden State Warriors were leaving. Right or wrong? Is I'm lying to tell the truth.
No, you're right.
Why? Because of politicians. You know what they did? They smiled and said goodbye Warriors. They smiled and said goodbye Raiders. And guess what? They smiled again and said goodbye Coliseum. And now we're in a deficit. Why? Because of politicians. It is what it is. Now, who else gonna talk to you like this? You know, I heard people come on, say, hey, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, we're gonna do that. Why? Because you're not a fighter. You gotta fight. If you don't fight, guess what? Oakland gonna be the same way. People gonna be dying. People gonna be homeless. So you need somebody there to fight. You know, and you say, Fabian, well, what would you have did if the Raiders talking about leaving? Well, I would say you gotta look at the pros and the cons. What's the pros? The pros is if you keep the Raiders here, you can have fun in there. So whatever we gotta do, and guess what? It gotta be done for to keep the Raiders here. Where you gotta do for to keep the A's? The A's with Ricky Henderson. You remember Ricky Henderson?
Yes.
Jose Canseco championship team.
I know Ricky.
Matter of fact, they made a movie, Moneyball. And we lose the A's. Hold on. We lost Denny's. We lost In-N-Out Burgers. And guess what the politicians did? Every single city councilman up in there, and nobody came and said we about to lose In-N-Out Burgers. Nobody came and said we about to lose Denny's. Nobody. Why? Because they politicians. They politicians. Nobody didn't say it. Who said that Denny's was leaving? We just read the paper and it was gone. We should have known so we could have helped. You know, hey, I don't know. Let me calm down a little bit. But it pissed me off how they did my city. These doggone politicians. So and if you ain't pissed off how they did Oakland, hey, I don't think you're real Oakland. If you ain't pissed off that in North Oakland on 45th up under the bridge, that you got people living out there and kids can't walk home, if you ain't pissed off about that, you don't live in Oakland.
Hey, Pastor, I'm going to take advantage of this moment because you're down there, you're running a church. You see what's happening on a daily basis. Tell my viewers and I what you see.
What I see Oakland, we used to have a joke. Oakland, talk about the tenderloins. They're going to tenderloins and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, these politicians that came into Oakland and it made Oakland worse than the tenderloins. People putting feces right outside using the bathroom. You can't go to Jack in the Box. People begging for stuff. And they not begging for food, they begging for money to go get drugs.
Mm-hmm.
And then they got the homeless camps. They got some people that's homeless, but not them people that's in them tents. Them are drug camps. And I'm the only one that would call it. Them drug camps. Any kind of drug you want, you can go get it.
What?
I'm right in the community. I'm right in the community. Now, do the other politicians say that? Oh, we got them ain't homeless. Them are criminals. It's two different things. Homeless mean, hey, I'm trying to get a place. I'm trying to do something. Criminal mean I'm selling drugs and I'm doing drugs and I'm trying to mess with somebody's car and take their Cadillac converter. I live in the hood.
Mm-hmm.
I live right here, born and raised on Seminary. I live in the hood. And when people go down East 14th, it ain't never looked worse. All these years and year after year, you ain't rebuild on East 14th. Only part that been rebuilt was Fruitvale with De La Fuente. Only part that been rebuilt. And what's that, the last 30, 40 years?
Yeah.
So I know my Oakland politics. I know it. And that's why I said you need people in there to fight. Not no politician, but you need regular people. And that's one thing that's good about these people that's running right now. You ain't got not one incumbent running for large. Not one.
No. But Rebecca's decided to go off to some other pasture.
Yeah. And she did a good job.
She did
a good job. She did a good job.
Yeah.
But I congratulate her. But one thing I just want to tell you, that I do hate politicians. And Pastor ain't supposed to hate, but I do. I hate what they did to my city. I hate that they got people counted off already. You know what? I think all these politicians in there need to go to these funerals of these little black children.
Mm-hmm.
I do because to them it's just a number. 123, 160, 180. But to me, that's a pastor. I'm the one that got to see them babies crying. I see little 3, 4-year-old, 5-year-old babies crying. And then some of them cry because they don't know what their daddy think their daddy coming back home. Don't know he ain't gonna never come back home.
Wow.
And I'm the one that got to deal with it. And you think I ain't gonna run? You think I'm just gonna sit down and let this happen? No, I'm pissed. So what you got? You got somebody who is pissed off.
Yeah.
I am pissed off with my city. I am pissed off because you got people in here saying, hey, let's bring more cops. And they said nothing about mental health. Let's talk about mental health. Let's talk about mental health. Why can't we have some mental health specialists?
Mm-hmm. It's your sound there. Can't hear.
Most people. Now could you hear me? Sorry about that.
Yeah, I can hear you, but I can't
mental
see.
Health specialist.
Yeah, now you're back. Yeah.
Okay. Now you're back.
Gotcha. Oh, now your sound went out again.
Okay.
Now it's back.
Okay. Now you hear me.
Yeah, loud.
Hey, we live TV, so hey, we need mental health specialists. And the reason why I say we need mental health specialists because if you go to jail, or you look at the jails,
mm-hmm.
They don't have no kind of problems whatsoever. Why? Because they're taking their medicine. And some say, well, I'm taking my medicine so I can go to sleep. And stuff like that, right? And
mm-hmm.
They're taking their medicines. And you see a lot of people when you go down San Pablo, you go down East 14th, you go down a whole lot of different, and a lot of them don't need to go to jail. A lot of them just need to be taking their medication. And then some, be out, using drugs, and some be out, sleeping, doing different things. And would it be nice if we had some mental health specialists? Go out, doctors that can prescribe, and nurses that can give medication. Right there on the spot. And guess what? You have less crime. You have less crime if you got somebody, because I done saw some people that didn't have mental health problems. I got family members with mental health problems. Matter of fact, even some diabetics, they don't take their medicine, different things start to happen. You know what I mean? Mental health is real. Mental health is real. And we don't need to get a whole bunch of more cops. But we do need more cops. I'm gonna say that.
Sure.
I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say my plan would be this my plan be for cops. My plan would be for hire 10 cops per year. 10 cops per year for the next 10 years. That'll be 100 cops. 100 more cops.
My stepsister told me about a very horrifying situation in the South Oakland Hills where this woman, I haven't gotten clearance to say her name yet. Well, first name's Yolanda, but she and her husband were robbed by a group of robbers.
Yeah, who?
And at the time that they came to the place, she wasn't there. And her husband said her husband basically refused to help them. So what they did was they kidnapped the husband.
Wow. And you know what? And that's crazy.
If I may. And Yolanda called the Oakland police, never showed up.
Wow.
So she's living in terror. Doesn't know what to do. Isn't getting a response. And she's literally, and her husband is
still gone?
Yeah. Terrorized.
You can tell Yolanda, I got a church in West Oakland. We got about 200 or 300 people. Mm-hmm. And we'll get there and we'll help her. We got to knock on doors and have a picture. We'll help. We'll help. Because you need somebody to help. Look, and that what the pastors do. When nobody else help, we like, here we come to save the day. So we gotta go door to door and hand out pieces of paper for to go help her find her husband. We will. But you know what, guys like that, that's not a mental health problem.
What is it?
That is a lifetime jail problem. My family is a bunch of correctional officers. They need to be living in San Quentin, Pelican Bay or something. For the kidnap a man,
Yeah.
taken away from his home over some money.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's evil.
It's evil.
I mean, it is
It's
the
evil.
personification of evil. There's no other way to put it than that. It is nasty. It is awful.
Yeah.
And Pastor, I wonder why it seems to me that Oakland has no problem allowing evil to take over the culture.
Could I ask a question? I want to know the reason why. It seemed like that Oakland then get to the point where the police are just so calm. They're so calm to the criminals. They're so calm to the criminals, but when it comes to regular working people, they put them over. I done saw so many times where you have somebody smoking some crack, or you have somebody shooting up some heroin, right in front, and they pulling the guy over that's trying to get to work. They pulling a lady over trying to take care of her kids. I done saw police put some women out their cars because they didn't have no license with little bitty kids. But the criminal, they leave them alone. I kind of believe that some of them just might be intimidated, and that's why I believe. That cops need to be hired. Oakland police need to be hired from Oakland school. In high school and college, They need to be Oakland citizens. Guess why? They Oakland citizens. Half of the people you know anyway.
You have ownership in the neighborhood. You have an ownership in the city.
So everybody had a problem. Well, we need to hire all these cops. I'm tell you this. I don't care who hear it. Cops need to be first. Every Oakland citizen needs to get a chance to be an Oakland police before anybody else, before any other city. Once you ain't got enough Oakland to sign up, then go to other cities. But as long as you got people from Oakland who want to be OPD, and that's what I'll fight for on day one. Let Oakland citizens be the Oakland Police Department, not Modesto, not Stockton, but Oakland citizens.
So you want the Oakland citizens to be able to do the citizens arrest, or how are you thinking about?
No. I want the 21-year-old young kid in college.
Yeah.
The one who lived in Oakland.
Mm-hmm.
The one who paid Oakland taxes. I want Oakland only for police hire.
Yes.
I want Oakland only for police hire. That's what I want. Guess what? And then we won't have the same problem. We won't have the same problem that we've been having.
Hey, by the way, folks, you're watching this. I can see that 8 of you are. Type a question in the field there. Ask the question. Have no fear. We don't bite much.
Yeah.
Hey, Pastor, are we experiencing a decline in civility as time, and also a decline in, religiosity? The desire to be spiritual, the desire to be good, the desire to. I mean, even if you don't believe.
Yeah. We are 100%, 100%. Only time you see a lot of people call the pastors is when it comes to a funeral, or when it comes to a hospital. But other than that,
there is one pastor though. Whenever there's an earthquake, they say, "Oh God, help!"
Oh God, yeah. Different things like that. But I think that a lot of people have left the church. And
Why?
I think a lot of it was because the Catholic Church and with the priests, doing so many things with them children.
Yeah.
And a lot of people put that over the whole church.
Wow.
Put the black eye over the whole church. And I'm gonna tell you, not every pastor is a good pastor. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I'm gonna tell you, they got a whole lot of people who takes money out their pocket and is broke to try to help the community.
Yeah.
So, and you're looking at one right here. But I'm just saying, because all I want to do is help the community. That's all I want to do, and that's all a lot of these pastors want to do, and that's why I got so many pastors in Oakland. They're pulling for me right now. I got so many, and they let me come to their church, and the old people pulling for me. They saying why? Because they are fed up with politicians. They say, Pastor, at least we know you'll do something. Guess why? Because I ain't got to be a people pleaser. I do not have to be a people pleaser. Guess why? I can come Sunday and go talk to my congregation.
So you're
I ain't got to see their congregation is the city council.
So you're saying that even if you were to get elected,
mm-hmm.
which makes you the politician, you would still not be the politician.
I would not. You know what?
How do you do that?
How would I do that?
But I want to hear it out of your mouth.
Okay. I'm telling you, when everybody else get together, say those ways will leave. Say those ways will leave. When everybody else get together and say, hey, the A's gonna leave. Everybody can say A's gonna leave. I'll be the one to stand up and say no. And then and first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go with the family values. Whatever is family values, whatever will help out Oakland, I'm gonna be there for Oakland. And I ain't gonna lose my values, and I ain't gonna sell in my city over a mayor or other city councilman, because I'm gonna stick to my values. So that's different than a politician. That's different than a politician. A politician gonna go for whatever money, or whatever right, or whatever the mayor say. But sometimes you gotta fight. And I done saw too many kids die. I done saw too many kids be hungry. I got to remember where he said that he ate at every soup kitchen all down the street. And guess what? We ain't got that many soup kitchens no more.
Yeah.
So guess what? I don't want another kid to have to eat at a soup kitchen. But you know what? These politicians think it's regular. They'll go over there, go hand out. They'll go over there and go feed some people on Thanksgiving, but never go again.
So I got to ask you, what is your policy regarding economic development, businesses? You kind of said it, but, you know.
Yeah, my policy is like this, and I'm saying Oakland has to get manufacturing companies in here. And I hear a lot of people say, well, we got to do this. Oakland, we right by Stanford University. We right by Cal Berkeley. Listen, we can get a battery company. We can get a car company. And guess what? Everybody get a piece of the pie. From the person without no diploma to the person with a diploma. Look, Fremont with Tesla, they getting all the money. You know what I mean? And Oakland and Oakland is out there with nothing. And everybody say they leaving because of crime. That's a lie. Look at East Palo Alto.
Yeah.
Look at EPA. EPA was the same way. But you know what? No, Oakland got to stop doing. Oakland got to stop having these high prices, raising the prices real high, and then they got to pay the people, over $20 an hour. Yep. Nobody gonna come to Oakland. Give these people a discount, even let some come in for free, because you know the tax is gonna outweigh the rent that they gonna pay. Right or wrong?
Hey, how did you become a pastor?
How became a pastor?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. My granddaddy, my daddy, and then me.
It's in the family.
It's in the family. All my brothers.
Wait, so you came out of the womb preaching? Literally.
I came out the womb. No, not me. I came out the womb a little different, but God saved me. Then I started preaching.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I say, but you know what? But that's how I got my education, was sacramental theology. And what I learned, if you have education, just that little bitty piece of paper would take you a long way. But you know what? A lot of people ain't gonna go and get that little piece of paper. So what we gotta do, we gotta have jobs for people that ain't got the paper.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? And the best thing, like Tesla. But it's gonna be hard for the African American group to get a team to come to Oakland. And he say, why, Pastor? Because the Giants own the rights to a baseball team coming back out here. Right or wrong? The San Francisco 49ers own the rights.
Wrong. They don't. No, that's not true.
For 50 miles?
No, the Giants own their territorial rights. Basically, if this is the Bay Area and my hand divides the San Francisco Bay in half, all right? And then this side, or from your perspective, this side is the East Bay, or rather the West Bay, excuse me. All right, and then this side is the East Bay. All right.
Okay. Well, what must be in football
is still, if I may, the East Bay side is still dormant. If someone comes in and wants to buy this part, that's still there. The Major League Baseball has not changed the Major League Constitution.
Okay. So it's football then.
Right. So,
no,
not even with the NFL.
You sure? Because they said that the 49ers own the right.
Well, no, the 49ers own their territorial rights, and again,
okay.
The NFL has not taken a formal action to redivide the Bay Area. And there's something in legal terms called precedent. And basically the precedent the NFL has laid out is to think of the Bay Area as basically, well, as we think about it, East Bay and West Bay. And there are a number of people in the league who still recognize Oakland's ability to support a team. Even what they don't see is a government that has the will and the initiative to complete big projects. That's what's going on.
Well, my vote would be this. My vote would be this.
I want to say something to help you understand the question. Does that mean the 49ers can't market in the East Bay? No, of course they can. Does that mean the 49ers can't take advantage of the fact that right now there's one team? No, of course not. They can't. All right. So I think that's where the confusion comes in. Okay. They can take advantage of it, but it doesn't stop the league from filling that void in the East. You understand?
Okay. Well, right. Well, they can. I'm glad if I'm wrong on one question. I'm glad it's sports. But what I say that if a team came down here and they say, hey, let's vote to go put a stadium right over here, my vote would be 100% yes.
Yeah.
But now, if we don't, if a car company comes, which I think is better than a football team, because the football team only got what a couple of games. What's that? 10 games. 10 games about right
for the NFL.
Right? Yeah. And what I'm saying, if we can get a car company, that means you got business coming in every day. We can get a battery company, you got business coming in every day. We need if you get tech in Oakland, and people say, oh, if you get tech, it's gonna run all the black people out. They got these kids, these African American kids with 4.0s, filling up the whole actual gospel, which seat 5,000. We got a whole bunch of African American kids. We got a whole bunch of Latino kids. We got a whole bunch of Asian Pacificers that can go get these jobs. Stop paying jobs on what color people are. And we need to hire Oakland. We gotta hire Oakland.
You're basically saying it's like there's no such thing as a black job, right?
There's not a black job. No. What Donald Trump think, and I don't care about some MAGA people thinking. He think a black job is that we go sweep the streets and go carry garbage. Even though that's a good job, but that's what he thinks. But I tell you, black folk can work computers. Black folk can drive airplanes. Black folks can be astronauts. Black folks can do anything. And guess what else? And black folks can be president. How about that?
I agree. 100%. 100%. What? Again, you're down basically at the ground level of change here. I'll just put this out there. What do you think of the recalls, both the mayor and?
I don't believe in the recalls. I don't believe in the recalls. And let me say another thing, because a person get voted in with 100,000 votes. Pamela Price and Shantel, and then all you need is about 30,000 for to get them up out of there, out of office. For the recall them is wrong. I believe it's wrong. But the thing I want to say, you got all these people coming over there talking about, man, crime ain't going down. People just ain't calling the police no more. You tell me when somebody ain't calling the police no more. You tell me somebody go hit somebody over the head and they ain't call the police no more. That is some Donald Trump stuff. Crime is going down. Come on. You can't tell me somebody hit you upside the head, steal your car, you ain't gonna call the police. People just ain't calling no more. That's a lie. It ain't gonna happen all in one day. But crime is going down. And what Pamela Price is doing, and a lot of people say she's doing, one thing she is doing, she's cleaning up people's records where people can go get jobs and they leaving the streets. That's why people are staying out of jail. She are expunging people's records where they can get jobs. If you don't got a felony, guess what? You can get that job. So you gotta thank God for Pamela Price for that. You gotta thank God for Pamela Price for that. They got some other issues with her, but with her helping felons get jobs, that is cleaning up the streets.
And so, also, what are your thoughts regarding the recent news? I don't know if you've heard about this now, but I think the best way to present it is it's actually at zenniereport.com. I'll share it with you. It's rather
Okay.
sad and yet it's sad and troubling.
Uh-huh.
And I'll put it right here so you can see it. I put it up this morning. News report here that was originally issued by CNN, and it is Samson Liu, Oakland police officer, makes $300,000 and is illegal weed grow house owner. Yeah, yeah.
Wow. Well, hey,
About that.
hey,
What do you do about that as council member? What's going?
it's illegal. What you got? He shouldn't have a job. He shouldn't have a job. It's illegal. He shouldn't have a job. And right now, I will write a letter to the chief of police that he needs to be fired. And he shouldn't have a job. That's it. It's illegal. But he's making $300,000 a year of our tax money.
Some would say what 485,000. But I couldn't corroborate that. There were all these sources around with different amounts that the person made, and I thought this is crazy. So I just go with 300.
And we got to get out this mentality. We got to get out this mentality that police cannot do illegal things. They kill somebody, they get days off and get paid. They get enough time for the person to say quit the job so they still keep their pension.
Mm-hmm.
We cannot do that no more. They have a guy, Alan Buford, young kid Alan Buford.
Oh yeah, I know
his mother.
Yeah.
His mother fights for him all the time. Alan Buford was killed, and they have people come. If you know his history, you need to say his name. And people are forgetting about Alan Buford. And Alan Buford was an unarmed black teen who got killed.
I haven't forgotten about him at all. I haven't forgot about him. Go ahead.
And I always see where people say, "Hey, well, law enforcement." They keep on saying, "Well, I did this on my thing," but you never said Alan Buford's name. And that's one name, and that's one name that when I go to this women debate, I will always call out Alan Buford's name because that was a kid that still should be living. I helped his brother get a guard card. Yeah, me. I helped his brother, and his brother hurts every day. His mother hurts every day, still crying. All these years, still crying. And I ask anybody that can go support the Alan Buford Foundation. Anybody that can, and that's why I was wondering about whenever the chief of police, former chief of police, whatever.
Hey, sir, Pastor, I should tell people the story of Alan Buford, and here's and I'll read it to you rather than because and I'll put this up here so that people can see what I'm reading. Bear with me for a second. Because you brought up an excellent point. I don't want it to go.
Read it so they know. Yeah, about the Alan Buford story.
The killing of unarmed high school senior Alan Buford on May 6th by Oakland police officer Miguel Masso, May 6th, 2012, is both unthinkable and commonplace. When the unthinkable becomes commonplace, any decent society, any society trying to imagine or portray itself as a democracy, is forced to ask some hard questions. Some questions that necessitate interrogating the nature of modern policing in American cities. Just after midnight on that Saturday night, Alan and two of his friends were waiting for some girls to pick them up at 90th Avenue in East Oakland after the Floyd Mayweather fight. Not long after he phoned his parents to check in with him, talking about Alan Buford, a car slowly pulled up to them with its lights off. Alan ran. One officer gave chase. A few blocks later, Alan was shot by Officer Massa. Massa also shot himself in the foot. Jeez. Over a dozen witnesses all said that Alan had no weapon and posed no threat to the officer. As typically is the case, the police said, and the press immediately reported, that not only had Allen had a gun, but he had died in a quote gun battle with the officer. In other words, the press basically vomited up the police lie. The police would later try to distance themselves from these comments, saying that the press had made up the story, while still maintaining that Allen had a gun. There was no gunpowder residue in his hands. And over a dozen witnesses have told investigators that Allen had no weapon. The smearing of Allen's name in the press and the police misrepresentation will continue. After a series of rallies, press conferences in March of over 500 people, the weekend after Allen was killed, Oakland Police Chief Frank Jordan, addressed the community at Acts Full Gospel Church in East Oakland. The chief mispronounced Allen's last name, calling him Bufford numerous times, while continuing to promote the story that Allen had pointed a gun at Officer Masso. He stated that the Oakland Police Department had provided emergency CPR to Allen, something that had not been corroborated by any of the witnesses, who have all stated that no emergency medical attention was given by police. And it goes on. But anyway, that's the primary story of Allen and what happened to him. Go ahead, Pastor.
And he shouldn't have been killed. He shouldn't have been killed. And like I say, I want his name to live on. When I see his mother cry all the time, I want his name to live on. And a bunch of candidates, I know they're gonna be looking at this. They all need to know the Allen Buford story. If you're gonna be an elected official in Oakland, you need to know the Allen Buford story. You need to know that there was this young black kid, innocent, a car with no lights, pull up by you. He thinks somebody trying to kill him. And actually, it was somebody who was supposed to be protecting him that killed him. Just because he was running? Come on. Because he wasn't fast enough. Because the cop wasn't fast enough, he shot him. He shot himself. And I bet, I don't know. But he probably still got a pension. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, and that's crazy. That's crazy.
So, what do we do?
What do we do? Like I said, you got to hire Oakland. If you hired Oakland, 9 times out of 10, the cop would and Allen Buford would know who each other was from social media or something. You gotta hire Oakland. You got these scary guys who ain't never went to school with a black person. You know what I mean? And they scared already. So the first thing they do, if I'm scared of a lion, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna shoot.
Yep.
I'm scared of a little rat. I'm scared of a little rat or a pigeon. I'm gonna shoot.
Right,
and that's what they think black people is: rats and pigeons. Rats and pigeons. And I want that to stop. I want that to stop. And another thing I do, every year, we need to look at the cops that got all these harassment cases. They don't do that. The police commission do, but you know what? The union protects them. Oakland got to change. City council got to stand up. Mayor got to stand up. The mayor need to have enough power.
The union-backed mayor, nothing against unions, but it's a fact, wants more power over the police commission. I don't think she's going to get it, but you know.
Well, but that's what we need. We need the mayor and the city council should have enough power where if we see a cop with an outstanding harassment, and doing so many things, he a road cop, we should be able to fire him. We should be able to fire him. We should be able to bring him to the table, and we should be able to fire him.
And now, though, what's going on? Why can't we do that now? What's going on?
Because we got politicians. We got politicians, and you got somebody like me. I have a son. I have a 18-year-old son that walks down the street. I have an 18-year-old son that can be Allen Buford. Matter of fact, let me tell you what happened to me last week. I was, they got the high patrol going down the street.
Yeah.
I'm walking. I just got nominated. Well, not nominated. I just got all my signatures, and I'm walking down the street shaking hands and stuff like that. Guess what the high patrol do? High patrol pulled me over and say, "What you doing out here dressing like that?"
What?
So I put out my card and handed it to him.
Did you get the car name of the highway patrol? Did you?
No. I'm black. Let me tell you, I don't care if I'm black and I'm running for office. I'm black. I'm running for office. Every time I see that cop with that gun, I'm always scared. I'm always think that I can get shot.
What happens? You get the name of the police officer, or the highway patrol officer that does that. Do not let them get away with that. Get the name. Get the name. Get the name. Call me. I'll broadcast it. Okay.
Okay. I will. Next time I will. But what he did, he said, what you doing out here? What you doing dressed like that? He act like I'm a pimp or something. So I handed him the card. He said, oh, I'll vote for you. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, so that's the pros and cons of hiring so many cops. And that's why I say, let's hire mental health specialists.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hire mental health specialists. Let's hire some nurses. Let's hire some doctors that's used to dealing with people. And, you know, the same people they got at John George, the mental health specialists they got there. And like I said, we got the best schools in the world. We got Cal, Berkeley, Stanford. We got people that specialize in mental health. Right around in Oakland, San Francisco. Yep. Guess what? Let's put these people to work. Let's put them to work. And guess what? And they'll be more than proud for to go through Oakland. And you know what I mean? And where nobody ain't gotta get killed. Nobody ain't gotta get shot. You know, hey. Yeah, but next time I will, because and I'm a pastor. Even with a collar on. He thinking I'm pimping. Too bad.
He thought you were pimping?
Hey, that's how he walked. What you doing? He pulled over. He said, what you doing on, you know?
He's like pimp, like he's imitating you or something?
Hey, no, he didn't know pimp. He pulled over in his car. And then I had to pull out my card. You know,
yeah.
Pull out my flyer and give it to him. But thinking that my son, my son might have went to jail. My son is a 4.0 student. You know what I mean? But when they see my son, they don't see a 4.0 student. They see a black man.
Right.
And the same thing with a brown man. And the same thing with a young Asian.
Oh, it burns me. Oh.
Yeah. Same thing with a young Asian.
Why didn't you take your case to the mayor, the current mayor?
You say what?
Why didn't you take your case to the current mayor?
I should have. But let me tell you one thing about Shanghai.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you one thing about Shanghai. And a lot of people got a lot of bad things to say about her. And I didn't even have in the past had bad things to say about her. Mm-hmm. But one thing, Shanghai was a fighter for the people. When Shanghai was city council, any event, any action you needed, Shanghai was there. And I don't know what's going on all with the, you know, because when she fired the former police chief, who I was upset that she fired, who now my opponent, I was very upset that she fired him. You know, you see me on the papers, you know, talking about it. But just, you know what, she doing it, and people get upset with me because they say that because they, you know, for the round Armstrong, but she is doing she is doing a good job because crime is going down. I see less mothers crying. I see less funerals. I mean, because I was here. I don't want to talk about nobody, but I was here when Libby Shaft was here, and I went to a lot of funerals. It was a lot of violence. My church is on 27 in San Pablo. Mm-hmm. Since Shane Tao have been here, less violence in my area. Less violence in my church here, and I can say that. Now, first,
I gotta ask you a question.
Yeah,
I gotta ask you a question. My stepsister, who lives in Southeast Oak Hills, said that the idea that crime is going down is a myth. She's the person that lives next door to Yolanda I was telling you about, who's been terrorized. Yeah. And you have a lot of cases like that. So why is it my stepsister would say if she were here, she'd go off? Because she's next door to somebody who's being terrorized by criminals right now, and no one's doing anything about it.
But you know what? I'm gonna tell you something.
So how do you explain that to her, though? Okay.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you, this crime is not gonna stop overnight. But people have not stopped calling the police. As a matter of fact, you call the police, they say, "Hold on one second," because they got so many calls coming. Mm-hmm. So it ain't gonna stop in one night. It ain't gonna stop in one night because listen, Shane Tao, nobody in the city council is not robbing nobody. Pamela Price is not putting the gun to nobody, not putting the gun in nobody's head. What their job is to do these educated people jobs to do is to try to make legislation to get these people off the streets. That's their job. That's their job.
I need to push back. It's not my style to do this, but it's kind of like it's sort of tantalizing. But I mean,
what I'm saying.
I hear you, but I'm just
what I'm saying. Their job is not their job is to try to do the best they can. But I'm saying people are still calling the police. People are calling the police. Crime is going down little by little. But that's the word they want. That's like Donald Trump talk, and that's why I say the numbers don't lie.
For example, who I have on my show, Charlene Wang, who, disclosure, Zennie 62 Media is a digital content distributor for her, as we could do it for any candidate. But that's beside the point. Homeless person comes up, takes her donation.
Takes her bag. Yeah, takes her fundraising bag.
She calls the police. Police says there are 250 calls ahead of you, and they never show up.
Wow.
Right. So my point, here's what I'm getting at, Pastor. My point is that I can name another, like my head just filled with 10 other examples. Why is it so hard just to admit that we have a crime problem rather than say, hey, look, a problem? Why do we have to get in this cover up stuff? No,
this not cover. This not a cover up thing. I'm just saying, if the numbers went down under the past police chief like it did this time, guess what? They would say it. But the reason why she gets so much time because she fired the most loved man that was the former chief. So now anything that she do, and I'll piss she fired the former chief. So anything that she do, and she should have hired him again. LeRon Armstrong didn't do no wrong, and he should have been hired again. And I stand with that.
I'm just saying, because my point is that we're at a place in the city where it's hard to make policy changes because you have people who are saying, well, you're not perceiving things right, there's nothing wrong. And in point of fact,
oh no, it is wrong out there. I wouldn't be running if it wasn't.
Right. There you go. So you admit, here's my point, all right, from a hard statistical perspective, all right? Just because crime goes down 20% doesn't mean it's over. Now, if you're going to say it went down 200%, yeah, right? That's because that means it went from 2 to 1. That's 100%. Okay.
Boom. Yeah.
All right. But to go from 2 to 1.8, I mean, it's a drop, but it's not so significant that it can't pop up again, right? And my point is that it's like, and then on top of that, let's talk about robberies and everything.
Robbery
aside are one thing, but robberies are still a problem. Harassment. Okay.
Let me tell you what a big problem is.
If we have, and here's my other question: if we have 250 calls that are ahead of one person calling, isn't that 250 crime reports that might not be reported?
You're right.
I'm in that. All right.
You're right. And then another problem that we have, and this is outsiders coming into Oakland.
Yeah.
And breaking into people's cars, robbing people. And what my plan is for that, if you're an outsider and you commit a felony in Oakland, let's get them a 2-year stay away. Let's give them a 2-year stay away out the city. You know what I mean? I mean, because if you say, okay, you go to jail, but you come back to, I'm talking the whole Oakland city, you got a 2-year stay away. You can't come back here. And another thing I said, I
gotta ask you though. So now you admit that we have a crime problem. In other words,
I didn't know we had a crime problem. I said it's going down by a little. Oh man, come on, I live in Oakland.
And I thought,
I live in Oakland, man. All these funerals I'm going to, man, I know it's a crime problem. I'm saying little by little, man. Listen. What I tell you, my church is one of the churches where they have a lot of funerals up in here.
Yes.
And each week in West Oakland, like about once a month, we got about 2 to 3 funerals of young people dying up in my church. So I know.
Say that one more time.
We got 2 to 3 funerals in my church.
Wow.
A month for people dying. So I know a crime. Matter of fact, then we got cameras. You got people getting robbed right in front of the church. You know what I mean? And then people say, "Hey, my car got stolen," or somebody put a gun out on me and stuff like that right in front of the church. So yeah, we do have problems.
you get security out there? Can you have like a private security officer maybe work for or do some
we could. But you know what? We are a church. We are a church, and you know what? Churches ain't got all the kind of money like like the city got. So you know what we gotta do. Churches, you know what we gotta do. We gotta have a camera.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's our protection. Is a camera. Our protection is a camera and prayers from God because
yes,
listen, we have a nice church. Now we'll take you a tour before it's over. We'll take you a tour so you can see before it's over. But we have because I'm in the church right now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but we right in West Oakland, and that what happened to a lot of people. My buddy Jeremiah Captain, he's on in Brookfield.
Yes.
They shot his cameras out.
Whoa.
Yeah. They shot his cameras out.
Whew.
So, I'm just saying. So that's that's what churches got. And then what I want to do is just a plan for the car business.
Yes,
I say let's do like they do because that is a big problem. You cannot go nowhere, go eat, and it's a 50-50 chance you'll come back with a window broken or a window not broken. So what we gotta do, because these guys know how much money to steal for to be a misdemeanor or a felony.
Mm-hmm.
So what we gotta do, this is my plan. What I want to do, I want to put them on the billboard, but not on the billboard. I want to put them on the internet in the billboard. You know how they do to the Johns?
Yes, sir.
Because they gotta take responsibility somewhere. You know what I mean? They say public shame. That's not a good thing to do. Hey, we gotta do what we gotta do. We gotta do what we gotta do because if people don't take responsibility, and if somebody know their pictures on the internet, they gonna think twice before they commit that crime. Now they gotta be convicted of it, but they'll think twice. You know what I mean? And they might make the deal the first time, say, "Hey, well, we ain't gonna convict you, but you do it 2 times, you know." Then you get a conviction. Then you be on the internet, and everybody know your children. Everybody know you've been over here breaking in these cars. And I think that stop it. Well, or lower.
So we've been on for about an hour. So give us your website, contact. How can people find you?
This is how I do it because I like to be personal with everybody. You know, a lot of people like to do. I like to do Facebook because I want everybody to know who I really am. That's why I got all these Facebook friends. Just go to Fabian Robinson. That's it. You know, go to Fabian Robinson. And if you want my number, and you need me to stump for you, or need me to do anything for you, it's 510-710-9637. And if you want to go to, if you want to donate to the campaign,
I'll take care of that later. Okay.
So, if you want to donate to the campaign, it's the same thing.
Give me the number again, please. 510.
510. 710. 9637.
9637.
Yeah.
Like that. Got it. So, Pastor, I got to make correction because you wrote when you wrote to me your name. You wrote Roninson, or was that my name?
Robinson? Robinson.
It is Robinson. Okay, then that's my mistake. Sorry.
Yeah.
I looked at it. I started to ask you, and I thought Roninson. I saw somewhere else it was spelled that way. I thought, okay, I'll make this Robinson. Got it.
Yeah.
That was boneheaded on my part. I apologize.
Yeah.
I'll fix that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Pastor Robinson. Yeah.
Yeah, Pastor Robinson. So
he's like, when I called you, I said Roninson. You didn't correct me.
Hey, I don't want to correct you. We just started off. Listen.
Oh no!
No, man. Zennie, you are a guru. You are great.
Oh,
and I love what you do for the city.
I'm a screw up. Sorry.
No. I love what you do for the city. You're doing a good job for the city. And put Fabian Robinson in my Facebook. That just my name. Fabian Robinson. It popped right up.
Yeah.
You'll see me and Gavin Newsom. Together. So it popped right up. So I want to thank you for this opportunity. I will tell you, if you don't vote for me first,
don't be a stranger. Fabian Robinson.
Yeah. Hold on. If you don't vote for me first, vote for me second.
All right.
Hold on. I want to just show you my church right quick. Hold on. How do I turn?
Hey, you're the boss, man.
Okay. How do I turn it? How do I turn Do it got to do this thing?
Oh, you
Turn?
turn your camera. Just
Okay,
whatever.
the time camera. Okay.
Yeah, there
Okay.
you go.
Here you go. Yeah, I'm gonna show you. This is in West Oakland, 27
Wow.
San Pablo.
Yeah.
2723 San Pablo. Look at this.
2723. You say
This
20.
is 2723. You see this a big congregation, all these TVs, and this one I'm a pastor at. 2723 San Pablo, Oakland. You can put that down too. But
I just did.
I'm gonna show you the outside. So the
Hey, Pastor, I'm gonna give you the wide angle view. Hold on a second. Give you a solo layout. Okay. Oh, you know what?
Okay.
It's still narrow. That's okay. Well, I'll well, that's cool. All right. Okay, cool.
I just want to show you the sign. A lot of people can't. This is West Oakland right here.
Yeah.
This is West Oakland right here. This is my city. This is my city. I know my neighborhood.
I gotta ask you.
I walk down the street. I know everybody.
Yeah.
And I'm not scared to walk down the street, and I'm not scared to fight for you.
I gotta ask you a question though, because you're in District 3. You're in District 3. You're in West Oakland. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So why didn't you run for city council seat in District 3?
Because I don't. You know what? Carol Fife is a fighter for the community. Mm-hmm. Carol Fife is a fighter for the community, and I think sometimes she gets a bad rap.
Mm-hmm.
But and I didn't want to run against Carol Fife, okay. and I am supporting Carol Fife actually.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So and like I said, the Lord put me in the right place for the run for city council at large. So hey,
is she endorsing you for this seat for at large?
I'm not sure because Tanya Love, I'm not sure who she endorses. It may be Rowena. Hey, not me, but I'm endorsing her because Tanya Love was gonna run, but Tanya Love got the raw deal when she tried to go to District 7, and that is her. And that's her. And Tanya Love is a fighter for the people.
Yes,
Tanya Love is a fighter for the people. And I told Tanya this week, I say, hey Tanya, I say, at least you got one good thing, because I guess she's kind of down. But the one good thing is that everybody know her name now.
Yep.
When she run again, they're gonna know her name.
Great point. Yeah.
They're gonna know her name. She got a raw deal because she is a fighter for the community. She's a good lady, and hey, her time will be soon. Her time will be soon. But like I say, they say Carol Fife got an uphill battle. But one thing about she knows the community. She knows the community. She knows the community, and I think she get a bad rap because she really try to fight for the people. She really try to fight for the people. And she try to fight for the people so much she done had threats on her lives and all the things.
Yeah. Wow. Jeez, that's
yeah.
Fast.
Yeah. But guess what? But she out here still fighting. Zach Under, District 1. Mm-hmm. I support him. No Gals, I support him. Mm-hmm. Hodges, for District 7, I support her. I just gave everybody who I support.
Yes, sir.
That's who I support for my my city council. That's who I support. But Carol Fife get a raw deal, and I'll tell you this: me and LaRon Armstrong, we got so much being together and stuff. He's number 6 on the ballot, and I'm number 7. We right by each other. You know what I mean? So vote for either of us, 1 or 2. You know what I mean? Rowena, good politicians. I'm just saying, I got the best field of politicians in the world, and like I say, we're gonna change up for
the show September 18th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like I say, we supposed to have a debate coming up soon. Mm-hmm. with the woman leads the voters, and like I say, they're gonna have to deal with a loud talking preacher, so they can get a clip of a loud talking preacher. And if I could be wrong on one thing, let it be sports. Hey, I can admit when I'm wrong. So I don't can be wrong. So I'm glad that team can move out here. and hopefully the team will. And one person who sponsored me, not sponsored, one person who supported me, endorsed me, is Marshawn Lynch. Now, how the heck did I get Marshawn Lynch?
Yeah,
I got Marshawn Lynch, one who never talked, who did a commercial for me.
Wow.
You know what I mean? I got the Bay City Baptist Union, who is headed by Pastor Joe Smith. And we got one of the most powerful unions because we got all them old church voters. You know, old people vote. I'm gonna tell you that.
Yeah.
And they come and say, boy, I'm gonna vote. And that's one thing that me and LaRon got. That's one thing that me and LaRon got. Me and LaRon got the church people, the old church people. They know me and LaRon. So hey, it's gonna be a good race. It's gonna be, and then the head of the pastor of Oakland, he's Pastor Milligan. He signed for the endorsement.
All right.
So and his wife did. So I'm proud of that. And I'm looking to see what the unions are gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot to tell you that I was a union trustee, labor union trustee for the pension and for the health and welfare. So I know how to balance the budget. And guess what? And we ain't never went under. We always have a surplus. We always have a surplus. So just like my opponent say, my brother, LaRon, I say he's my brother, I fought for him and stuff. He said, hey man, I had we had a surplus. He balanced the budget. Well, no, he balanced the budget. We had a surplus. So that's one thing I can say. We had a surplus. So
well, hey, let's wrap it up right there. Otherwise we'll go white until next hour.
All right, man. Well, you be blessed.
Pastor, hey, God bless you, man. Thanks for coming on. Come on back, as I say. Hey, Pastor, do not move a muscle.
Okay.
I'm just going to stop the stream. Hey, everybody, thank you for watching. Share this around. Please subscribe to Zennie62 on YouTube if you haven't already. And bookmark OaklandNewsOnline.com.
One thing, can I say, hey, Orlando, thank you.
You got it. Orlando, hey, you got it. Orlando. Give a shout out. Thank you, man.
All right, thank you.
All right, cool. Yeah, the one